What's up guys, Jivan back with another video. In today's video, we're going to be doing a chill VOD review / highlights of my recent solo cash cup. I'm going to be talking about different strategies that I learned from this week to help me out for next week, and hopefully it'll help you out too. Before we hop into the video, please consider using code JivanTV, it helps me out a ton. Without further ado, let's get into this video. So you can see I have like no mats here, so I had to go for a refresh. I should have been looking for a refresh when I was around 300 mats. That's my biggest issue in cash cups. Gotta keep it in mind. Constantly look for refreshes. The rest of the game though, I played really well until I choked. I just flat out choked. There's no other way to put it. You'll see. But this was really good positioning and everything in this late game. Let's check it out. Bruh. Dude, I could not, I kept trying to edit the floor and it just wasn't grabbing onto it, man. Oh, that would have saved my game. Ooh! Give me that. So in this game, I made two mistakes that I noticed after watching it back. The first mistake was I kept hesitating on trying to go for high ground. I had enough mats to take it. I was hesitating because I wasn't sure I'd have enough mats to hold it, but once you get high ground, it's so much easier to hold it than you think. So there were two situations where I probably could have taken high ground off some launch pads, but instead I kept going to low ground. And then at one point in time, I was saving one of my launch pads when I should have used it. You'll see it when I go back into my metal tarp. I probably wasted around 300 mats that I didn't quite need to waste. So yeah, I should have taken high ground, or at least position myself on a higher layer so I could look for high ground and using my launch pad sooner. I still low-key popped off. I know I have another launch, by the way, chat. It's just, we don't need to use it yet. Oh, he's right there? Bro, why is this guy based up against somebody's bot? At the end of that last game there, that was just so unfortunate that the guy I killed positioned himself right next to an enemy wall. Like, I thought that was his wall he was up against, but GG's. So in this next game, my aim got a little shaky in one of my fights. I need to make sure that I'm really slowing down, lining up my shots, maybe even aiming down sights. You'll see what I'm talking about. I hit this dude for like 30 when it should have been 100 or more. And then there was a situation later in the game where I should have initiated a box fight with the person next to me because I didn't have many builds. I just gotta man up and take those fights because a lot of times I'm just only worrying about rotates and getting free kills, and that's what costs you. Not taking those risks that you need to take in order to win. Gotta start taking some risks if I ever want to place the money in these. How did I not get a kill there? Shambles, but chat. So this next game here was the best game of the whole tournament. I got completely stacked off this kill here. After I got that kill, I was set to win. I found so many launch pads laying around too that I could hit. I saved so many mats. I even got high ground, but I lost the high ground at one point, and that's what cost me the game. And so I went back and watched it, and I was like, why did I lose high ground? And I was prioritizing staying connected to people below me too much. I just gotta make sure I'm staying focused on pressuring people and less focused on connecting all the time. If I get shot out, then I can worry about connecting. But I just gotta stay like 2 to 3 layers above and constantly spray down. I wasn't doing enough of that. Also, at one point I made a risky storm play, but it was really IQ. It gave me free high ground, but I almost choked it. You'll see why, but overall that play was really smart. But at the same time, I made it a stupid play because I messed up. You'll see. Anyways, let's watch this game. Oh no, there was a ton of loot there. I'm about to go back for it. Oh my god, dude. I'm a straight bot. Hey, GG's, bro. That guy had 13 kills. This next game, my rotates were really good. I ended up saving my launch pad, and the reason I did it was because I was already on front side of zone. It was a free rotate if I just stayed ahead, and then I could have used my launch pad on a later rotate. But looking back on it, an alternative option may have been just sit where I was, launch pad once storm catches up to me, and go for high ground right away. That could have been a move. I still could have made this game something really great without it, but somebody caught me slipping. I think it was TNA Muzz, but yeah. Ah, man, bruh. Next game, this guy came up and box fought me for 5 minutes. He didn't do any damage to me, and then he rotated ahead, sat on the edge of the storm, and sprayed back at me, got me lobby focused. I died. What I could have done, looking back on it, was go by foot instead of car so he couldn't find me, sneak in around the left side or right side, and yeah, just play it low key. But that was a lost game, dude. I was stacked. GG's. So in this last game here, I threw. To be fair, I had no shot of making it in the money anymore. I needed like a 30 or 40 bomb, and we had just gotten gifted 100 subs, so I was just vibing. But I got on a really good lair here, front side of zone, and all I needed to do was stay ahead. But because I was so down bad in the tournament, I was just kind of looking for kills, and it got me killed. Simple as that. But if it was earlier on in the tourney and, you know, there was still hope, I probably would have just rotated, stayed on the front side of zone when I got on that good lair. And yeah, that's all I had to do there. But yeah, GG's to this week. We learned some good stuff. You know, we got to start taking more risks next week, going for more refreshes. That wins tourneys. I also got to start looking for high ground more because that wins tourneys as well. If you watch DL Justice, he posted his first place in the solo cash cup, and he was on high ground every single game he won. For the most part, I'm pretty sure. I definitely recommend checking out his video because the way he goes for high ground is so unique. I definitely want to start implementing that into my own gameplay. Go check it out, DL Justice. Anyways, guys, thanks for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed this. If you did, be sure to hit that like button, subscribe if you're new. Use code JivanTV in the item shop, and I'll catch you in the next video. Peace.